Hey guys, I am going to be hitting you guys with a what I read in a week. I love this idea for a video because I don't like themed videos because I'm too much of a heavy mood reader. So this gives me the leeway to read whatever I want. I'm also not under any pressure to read more than I want to. I just really want to show you guys what I read realistically in a week in my life. I'm starting off this video with Anxious People. It basically follows this bank robber. So he fails at robbing a bank and then he takes 8 people hostage, and all the hostages are like really weird people. But then like the story turns around supposedly to show that the bank robber actually is in more need of saving than the hostages are. So yeah, that is the entire premise of the book, and now I'm gonna hop into it. I'm really enjoying it so far. It actually is really funny and I enjoy his writing a lot, and I think he's a great writer. Yeah, there's already so much stuff that I've underlined so far. It's definitely a laugh out loud type of book. I am 69 pages in. Sorry guys, I saw a wasp. Yeah. Ooh, no, let's keep the shades on. But yeah, let's see how far I can get into this book today. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, update. This is the satire that I live for. This book makes me feel really seen. I feel heavily seen. Anyways, y'all, it is the end of the day and I have made it to page 161. I think this is about halfway. I'm eating this up. This is really good. I love it. I love this book. And I feel a high rating. Like, you know, when you just have that feeling like, yeah, this could possibly be a 5 stars. If not a 5 stars, then a 4.5, because I've been really picky with my 5 stars lately. Like, I haven't rated a book 5 stars probably since March when I read Alone with You in the Ether. So it's been a minute. But yeah, I think I read 100 pages today. So day 100 pages. I always forget what I want to say when I pick up the camera and record. I don't know why, my mind just goes completely blank. I hate being put on the spot, but also I really love making videos, so you see the dilemma here. Anyways, I also wanted to say that the characters are so outrageous that I'm like completely in love with them. They're so extreme, so sarcastic, so funny. Like, my favorite so far, probably Zara and her relationship with her psychologist. And I find myself wanting to binge this book, but also wanting to savor it, but also I want to binge it because like it's so good, and I haven't had this feeling reading a book in so long. But I think that's just like particular to my current tastes right now, because I've really just been in the mood for literary fictions. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I think I figured out exactly what I like in a book. I love a good literary fiction story, very character driven and so realistic, beautiful writing with a subplot of romance. Like, that is perfect for me. Perfect chef's kiss. I love that. There's no romance in this, but like this is just like slight tangent. I think that is like my perfect book structure. That is a book I will always reach for. Not to knock anything else, I still enjoy all the other genres, but now I figured out my niche. I love doing thumbs up because they just like finalize things so perfectly. Like this, there's nothing left to be said when I do this. Okay, bye. For real this time. Update time. So I just read about 40 pages in my car. So now I've reached page 200. So I'm a little over halfway in the book now. It is kind of slowing down a little bit for me. I'm kind of like losing my interest, but also I want to see how the story plays out, especially since the beginning started off so strong for me. So I'll update you guys if I read more later on today. Toodles. Hey guys, so I just finished Anxious People by Frederick Backman. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings right now, so let's just dive into it. It is still currently the second day, so let's just get into the stats really quick. I know I said I was going to dive into this, but I want to get the stats out of the way. I started off at page 160 today and I completed the novel, which was 338 pages. So all around today, I read 178 pages of this glorious masterpiece. I wouldn't say masterpiece, but it was pretty close. This book is just like a personification of human experience and human existence and what it means to be human. Like I said earlier, this book just made me feel so seen. Why are there fireworks going off right now? Like, it's not 4th of July yet, people. It's June 30th, 4 more days. But yes, like I said before, this book just made me feel so seen and less lonely in the human experience, especially feeling like you're falling short. And then like your relationships with your family and your friends and how you express your love in weird ways and ways that some people wouldn't understand. Everything just came together so well in the end. It was... Let me just read you guys an excerpt because I can't do it justice. I cannot do it justice just simply giving my analysis on the book. Okay, let me read y'all the last page of this. It's so beautiful. The truth is that this was a story about many different things, but most of all about idiots, because we're doing the best we can. We really are. We're trying to be grown up and love each other and understand how the hell you're supposed to insert USB leads. We're looking for something to cling on to, something to fight for, something to look forward to. We all have this in common, yet most of us remain strangers. We never know what we do to each other, how your life is affected by mine. Perhaps we hurried past each other in a crowd today and neither of us noticed, and the fibers of your coat brushed against mine for a single moment, and then we were gone. I don't know who you are, but when you get home this evening, when this day is over and the night takes us, allow yourself a deep breath because we made it through this day as well. There'll be another one along tomorrow. Y'all, that is just so pure. I just felt like this book was so romantic, not in the conventional ways that we think of butterflies and making your heart flutter, but like the true deep things that give love meaning and what drives us all to want and search after love. It was just perfectly exemplified in this book. I think this might be a 5 stars. The only thing holding me back, because right now I'm like giving it a 4.5. The only thing holding me back is that I did get a little bit more like, oh my God, I was like, okay, come on. But I think that's just because I'm impatient, so I'm really gonna sit in this rating. But 4.5 to 5 stars. This could be the first 5 stars that I've had in 3 months. I think the author just did really an amazing job of showing how even though a group of people who started off as strangers, they ended up having so much more in common than they thought they did and forming a connection that lasts a lifetime. A great example of humanity, and I love that because the world can be very discouraging and we forget that while there is also a lot of evil, there's still a lot of good in this world. And it is worth fighting for, in the words of Samwise Gamgee. That's it for today. Okay guys, day 3, and I have started See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I think that's her name. Yeah, I got it right. This is a Groundhog's Day inspired book. It is YA. It basically follows this girl named Barrett, and she's basically stuck in a time loop, reliving her first day of college over and over and over again. I am currently 66 pages in. First impressions, I can say that I am really enjoying it so far, which I wasn't expecting because sometimes YA novels like these are a hit or miss for me, but it's giving me one of those like 2000s movies. The writing is super amusing, super easy to get through. I cannot complain. So yeah, I will be back with further thoughts, although I do have some apprehension because this novel is 400 pages long. Because of the premises of the book, I'm a little wary because why does it need to be 400 pages? But hey, you never know where this story could turn. I just hope that the beginning is not dragged out for too long. Like, let's just get into it. But it is a very interesting premises, and I am intrigued on how the story is going to go. And I also think that another person is stuck in a time loop with her, and he's been stuck in a time loop way longer than she has, but I'm not at the part where she realizes that yet. So yeah guys, I will be back with an update later. Hey guys, sorry for the messy background, but I don't care. Today I'm too lazy. Not too lazy, but like I just don't care. But yes, I did not vlog anymore yesterday, but I did read more. So I think my last update I told you that I was 66 pages into this, but now I have reached 150 pages, so I'm a quarter of the way into the book. I still am really enjoying it so far. It's just like right now I'm not completely in the mood to just be in this kind of like YA novel. I do plan on continuing it. I do this thing where like I softly DNF something, so I'll go a couple days without reading it and then I'll finish it and like binge it all in one fell swoop. What I decided to pick up in the meantime is, hold on. In the meantime, I picked up My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and I am 37 pages into this. I started it today, so far today I read 37 pages and I am really enjoying it so far. I don't know why, but I really love depressing literary fiction books that are super pretentious and shallow, but very entertaining and very real at times. We're rolling with the punches. I honestly wanted to binge this today, but I was like, no, girly pop. That is my update. Maybe I'll plan on reading later today, but like, I hate reading at night. Like the morning, early afternoon, that's my niche. Oh, I'm kind of like slick matching with my book. Oh my gosh. Like I sound like such a ditz sometimes, but look, the theme is pink. On Wednesdays we wear pink, but make it Saturday. Whoa, hey there. Disregard my appearance. That's not any better, but we ball. Anyways, for reference, this is next day number 5. Well, technically day number 6 because it is midnight. I did not get the chance to read earlier today, so I'm doing my reading at night. And I started at about 11 p.m. and now I am 150 pages into My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Let's just say this book is very absurd at times. It's just like, wow, like you can't help but to want to read more of this absurdity. Is that a word? I hope it's a word. The narrator is like one of the most awful beings. Truly just like a cold character, and like her thoughts are just outrageous. You also can't help but to feel bad for her because of how cold her parents were. She's a product of her environment. She's honestly kind of like very sad and pathetic. And her relationships, OMG, I feel so bad for the way she thinks and treats Riva, but like Riva, she's got her own issues. She means well. She just wants to be loved. And then Trevor is like, wow, my guy, you are terrible. If I thought I've encountered some terrible men in my life, Trevor takes the cake. He's pretty bad. Yeah, that's my update. How many pages did I read today? I think I read about 80 pages today. Day 6 of the vloggy vlog. Please excuse my egghead. I am due to wash my hair. So I completed My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and let's just say, and I'm gonna quote myself here, this was basically a prescription drug haze which amounted to absolutely nothing, with slight moments of redemption based on its absurdity and the way you just can't look away from it, and also its minimal relatability. That basically sums up the whole novel. Terrible characters. Riva was probably the closest to being likable that there was. The narrator was just awful. Trevor was awful. Her parents were awful. Her therapist, I don't even know how that was allowed. When I closed my novel, I was very shocked that the narrator actually made it out alive. Like literally I was counting on her dying or at least going into psychosis. How does somebody take like heavy prescription drugs and make it out alive without any repercussions? What was the message of this book? There was no message. A lot of things I just felt were like put in there for shock value. Oh, because this is shock value, it's also art and it's also literature and it's also thematic. Like, you know, it was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, it was entertaining. I couldn't put it down. I did want to see what was gonna happen further in the novel. And then just feeling pretentious because I read this. We have reached the conclusion of today's video. I have finished See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I really truly did enjoy this book. My only complaints are really that it could have been shorter, because there were definitely a lot of points where I got bored, or certain parts got dragged out in the book, or certain things that just were unnecessary to me. But I think that might just be a personal thing, because I'm a very direct, get to the point type of person. Definitely did put it down, and then I picked up My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and honestly, if I didn't do that, I think my rating would be lower. Taking that break and then coming back into it was super refreshing. It was really well rounded, and it was so cute. I just loved Bear and what's his name? I'm gonna try not to look at the back of the book. I loved Bear and Miles together. At first, I really was not seeing where the chemistry was. It was giving a lot of platonic vibes. I felt like the characters, for me personally, just grew on me, and I loved their dynamic and their banter, and just the way he made her feel so loved and seen for simply just being herself. And that's what intrigued him about her, is just her uniqueness. Miles was really cute, and he was so wholesome, even though he was grumpy. I wouldn't say it's a grumpy sunshine, just because I wouldn't classify her as sunshine, just because she is very sarcastic and at times kind of annoying. Like in the beginning, she kind of annoyed me a bit, but like she calmed down. I rated it a 4-star. It could be like a high 3 to a 4, like a 3.75 to a 4, but I still really enjoyed it. And all in all, I had a really good reading week. I enjoyed all the books that I read in this video, even though I rated My Year of Rest and Relaxation a 2-star, but I'm not gonna lie, it was entertaining and I enjoyed it through and through. It was outrageous, it made me laugh. Okay, maybe it wasn't a 2 stars, maybe it should be higher, but you know what, I have the whole month to decide what I'm gonna rate it. Also, this was a major slow burn. You really don't get much romance until, like, I would say like the 80% ish mark of the book. If you're in the mood for just like a easy, cute, very 2000 movies-esque novel, then definitely I would say pick up this book. But otherwise than that, I would say hold off on it until you're in the mood for it. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I read 3 books. I don't exactly know what my stats are. I wish I'd kept track of it like I did last time when I first tried to attempt to film this video, and then I lost all my footage for it. I think I did above 100 pages nearly every day. Like 5 out of the 7 days I read above 100 pages. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you're reading right now, how much you typically read in a realistic week in your life, and maybe what you're planning on reading. So without dragging on and on, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.